Don't worry.
Hey, Frank. You a piece of shit.
Tony, what are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, you fucking cockroach.
What are you talking about? Come on, you listen to me, huh?
Do you know what a hassa is, Frank? That's a pig that don't fly straight. Neither do you, Frank.
Hey, Tony, why the fuck would I hurt you? I brought you in. So we had a few differences, huh? No big deal. I gave you your start. I was the one who believed in you.
I stayed loyal to you. I made what I could on the side, but I never turned you, Frank. Never. Well, you. A man ain't got his word. It's a cockroach.
All right, Tony. I was the one. Please give me a second chance, huh, Tony? You do that, please. You give me a second chance. I give you $10 million, Tony. Please, I don't want to die. I never did nothing to nobody.
No. You never did nothing to nobody.
That's right.
You had somebody else do it for you.
No, Tony, come on. I'm begging you.
Get up! Jesus! Get up!
No! Thank you.
No. Shoot that piece of chip.
No!
Every dog has his day. Amel?
I told him it didn't make any sense clipping you when we had you working for us. You wouldn't listen. Got hot tonight. Not the broad, you know? Fucked up.
You too, Mel. You fucked up.
Don't go too far, Tony.
I ain't not, Mel. You are. That's wrong.
Wait a minute! Now you let me go. I'll fix this up.
Sure, Mel. Maybe you can handle yourself one of them first-class tickets to the resurrection.
Fucking punk. Son of a bitch.
So long, Mel. Have a good trip.
Fuck you!
Okay, come on.
What about Ernie?
You want a job, Ernie?
Sure, Tony.
Okay, then you call me tomorrow.
Hey, man, you got a job, huh?
Hey, Tony. Thanks.
Think that's the best tasting shot of Jack that Ernie ever had in his life? Probably so. Let's go. Good evening. I'm Lorenzo. This is my comic book son, Circumstances, aka Marcus. And we're here every Wednesday to do the Wednesday New Comic Book Day live stream. And that live stream is brought to you by the Alternative City Shop.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Sure enough.
So don't come after him.
How's it going, son?
I'm doing all right. My son is sick, but we're going to get through it, man.
Oh, God bless.
It's that time of year. You know how it is.
I know.
But,
I'm wearing my mask everywhere I go.
you know,
The best.
you'd get judged for that around here, but I know you're in the PNW. They don't look at you funny.
Some of them do, but that's okay.
We got the homies in the house, starting with Brian LCS, the man, the myth, the legend behind the Comic Book Community Awards. And since he's in here, we might as well mention that he's got a Kickstarter upcoming for his second issue of his book, The Doctor. It has not launched yet, but you can click that link that I just shared and make sure that you notify on launch and that you're ready to go when he goes live for that. And shout out to the homie Brian. Thanks for coming through, homie. We appreciate you. We also got 80s guy, my flavored whiskey brother, is here. He was hanging out with us last night as well. What up, 80s guy? Always good to see you, my man. The lovely Miss Janet is here, so I think we're gonna be okay today, guys. Good to see you, Janet. My man, Thomas Nickel or TN Comedy is here. He was hanging out with us last night as well. Good to have you back for the new year, my man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through.
Sure. Yes. By far.
My Discord brother, 90 miles from comics, is in the house with the hold me now. The Creed hashtag, can never go wrong with that. Larry Love is here. It's tea time once again, also known as
Larry Love playing the slow jams on the Quiet Storm.
Oh, I missed the Quiet Storm. That was good times, man. Bring the Quiet Storm back. Bring back R&B music, man. Bring back the days when four men could drive in a car, listen to some slow music, and it wasn't gay at all, guys. I want those days back. All right.
I had a retort to that last week, but I'm sure he remembers it.
Bring it back. And that's all we got so far. Shout out to all the homies that came through. We appreciate you as always.
On the
little bit of news this week. We discussed it last night. Of course, Diamond filing Chapter 11, not Chapter 13, but Chapter 11, which means they're going to reorganize and they're going to stick around. But a lot of buzz around that. It may hurt indie comics.
Yeah,
which we love.
Small retailers, small creators, and small publishers and shit like that. Yeah, you know,
a lot of opinions. A lot of opinions going around about it. I don't have strong opinions, but I know it ain't good, and hopefully they can come through and be all right.
Yeah, there's a lot. Much as you, no matter how you might feel about Diamond, a lot of the small shops and all the shops are like entrenched with this system that they give them to inventory their books, and if something happens to that, or it's just it could be a whole thing. In the long run, it might be okay, but in the short run, it could be some issues.
Oh, come on, 80s guy. Thumbs down to R&B. Come on.
Well, I'm a rock guy, but I still like me some R&B.
It never rains in Southern California. Well, Tony. We also had you mentioned some CGC news. What was the CGC news?
Weren't you guys talking about you and Mark and Old Wolf? One of the shorts that you put out about them being acquired by Blackwater?
Yeah.
Not Blackwater.
That was last.
Yeah,
BlackRock.
Another same thing but different. Yeah.
Yeah, the vulture capitalism, as they say. So there's a possibility that CGC is going to be, what is the word I'm looking for? They're going to be stripped for all of the value.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, yeah, and so there's thoughts that maybe they're going to go down. And was it PSA is jumping into the market now, and they may take some market share. Of course, CBCS might always take it as well, but yeah, CGC may be on. If you look at the record of BlackRock, CGC may be on its way down now, but we'll see. I know wait times have been extended recently.
How long since this acquisition was made?
That is a question that I am not sure about. Let's see if we can get a quick answer.
Because the thing about whenever a company is bought or sold, it takes a little while, but eventually what happens is the quality of the product will go down because they're going to cut costs, quote unquote. And to cut costs, you got to fire people or reduce the quality of your materials if you're making a material product. So yes, I'll be keeping an eye on how CGC's wait times, like you're saying, maybe the quality of the grading you may get something you didn't look for in your case, because people are like half the people are doing twice the work. So little stuff like that to look out for.
Looked like it was in 2021 that they acquired a majority stake.
Really? Okay, so
Yeah.
now be the time you be feeling the impact of that, I would think.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people are talking that the wait times have been extended. I've got a sketch that I'm getting from a friend that is stuck with them for a while now. So I'm feeling the effect as well.
Yeah. I'm, I will buy CGC books from time to time. I own several of them, but I only submit to CBCS now that they've gotten their shit together. For a while, it was like a whole year where I waited for some books to come back from a show. But since then, they've been smooth and quick and without any problems. So yeah, I don't know, man. I really hope that they don't go down the tubes, but that's how the capitalists work, man. How the vulture capitalists make it happen. It is what it is.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, man. I missed you guys' show live last night. Not last night, but Monday night. You and the JP talking about the Mark Spears #1 A cover again.
Yeah, we're both afraid because we usually crap on the books, right? If the book's on the list, it's not the time to buy it. Yeah. And so we've been saying this book is awesome. It's really cool to see Keen Spot with a book that's blowing up like this. Really cool to see Mark Spears getting love like this. But we've been saying now's not the time to buy this book, and we've been wrong. I mean, I think this week we might be right? Because $300 is a lot of money.
I wouldn't buy it now. I'd sell it. That's what I'm thinking about, like $300.
But when it was $100, it was $150. We were saying, I'll be back, trap, dumpster fire, and we were so very wrong.
Dude, if I can get $300 for mine right now, if I could buy it back down the road for like $50, I feel like a winner.
Oh, you have one?
Oh, I have an A cover. Yeah.
You absolutely should sell.
I need to sell that stuff. Post haste.
You should definitely sell.
I didn't know.
I mean, be careful about taking my advice because, like I said, we've been wrong about this book the whole time. We've been very wrong. So our advice has not been correct. But $300 seems like, come on, now's gotta be the time.
Gotta be the time. The only way I regret it is like if it went up to 1,000 and say, "Oh damn, I should have waited." But this is it, and this is the peak right here. This is the peak max is ever going to be. I think now.
We'll see though. We could be wrong again the way this thing is going. Yeah. We got sleepy readers sneaking in. What up, Damien? Always. I feel like I haven't had enough Damien in my life lately.
I know I
need to fix that. I need to get over there. I need to get over to his channel and see what's going on over there, man. What up, Damien? Though, always good to see you, my man. One of the OGs in this game.
Yep, that's Canadian.
Canadian survivalist. What's up, my man?
What's up? And
Sonoma Publishing as well. Did we get his package yet, Lorenzo?
I'm glad you asked that, and I will answer that right now because just moments ago, hot off the presses, this just in. I don't know. I don't have a sound effect for this just in, but that's just in. I went to the post office today, picked up his package, and forgot to mail out the stuff I was supposed to mail out. I'm sorry, folks. I printed it up. I boxed it up. I'm ready to send it out. But I'm just like, damn, what did I forget? Damn, I forgot the package I'm supposed to send off. Okay. But they're ready to go. So Jenny Soap Dish and the other person is coming your way. Long story short, way too late. Sonoma Publishing package did come in. And let me show you this actually. Some beautiful books. Among them is this one here. I'm gonna just let's have a little bigger. Okay. 47 Furious. I love this ash can size too.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah. And this is one of them here. It looked really awesome. I have not had a chance to even open them up and look at them yet, but I was looking at them and I sent them a message on Instagram. And the news is that Sonoma will be our guest next week for our Artist Alley segment at 6:30 Pacific time. And this is the one that we heard about, but this is actually the crowdfunding cover that they sent me. And this is Tibby and her time-traveling psychedelic mushrooms. And this is, I guess, man, it looks
that was a book that I wanted that I couldn't find. That one sounded cool.
It does sound super cool, man. I can't wait to read these. And there's two more that he mentioned the name for them. I don't have the letter with me right now, but these are virgin covers, which I love, but there's no information on what the name of the book is. This is one of them.
Oh, that is nice. Look at them. Look at them.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
She can have it if she wants it.
And then there is this one, which is very cool. And I don't want
a little mixed drink there, maybe a little whiskey.
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to cut you off. You've had a little bit too much. I'm sorry. You have to go home, but you can't stay here. All right. So yes, that's from Sonoma. Thank you, Sam, for sending me that. I appreciate you, and looking forward to seeing you on the show next week. Oh man, that is awesome. Well, that's just perfect. That's man, you already have. Man, you already have. That's awesome. Yes. What was I going with this before? Sonoma? We were talking about Mark Spears and all that jazz. Mark Spears. Yes.
Might finally be time to sell, but be careful. I mean, obviously, if you're into it and you love it, don't keep it for your PC. But I think there's a strong possibility we're at the point where you can sell it and buy it back later, easy.
You know, if I sell that A cover, I still have a limited edition with the Dracula Dripping Blood black cover, which is even more limited than the A cover. I think a lot of people don't even know that because they're always like chasing the A cover. So I'm willing to okay, I can part ways with that book I paid cover price for $300 if I can get that, the shizzle.
I can. A Keen Spot indie book going for $300. A book that debuted last year. That's just insane. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's the art is great and it's caught everybody off guard. Like, what is this? This is something special. Nobody's paying attention to Keen Spot. And man, I'm just lucky enough to buy a couple from my comic shop and some from the local LCSs before people gobbled them up and didn't have to pay the big price. But yeah, it's for
Wish
real.
it was me, man. Wish it was me. Because that's the dream, right? Buy a book in 2024 and then 6 months later it's worth $300. That's the dream we all are hoping for.
We all dream of, as Prince would say here. That's the dream we all dream of, because it'd be another Something Is Killing the Children or something like that, So
looks like the book with the knockers was Reign of Ages, and the whiskey, the mixed drink was Necroholic. Necroholic. That sounds interesting.
Yes, right.
Like alcoholic, but with the dead.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty clever name. Huh? That's what's happening. That's what's good. So what else is new, man? Anybody else bankrupt or bought out by a vulture capitalist? You just call it a week,
man. Quiet week in the community. No drama that I can speak of. So my viewership is down for FOC and Chill because those numbers always go up when I got drama to talk about. But it's been quiet as of late. Not a whole lot going on in the community, which some would say that's a good thing. But I like a little drama here and there.
You don't say. I had not heard that about you.
It's all fun and games for me.
Of course. It's all fun and games until someone puts their eye out. What your parents used to always say, right? All right, I got a lot of stuff to get through. I got a lot of what's good, and I got a gang of stuff that came in. You got any what's good? Or you think I need to go to the shop today because you couldn't make it out?
Nothing for me. I am behind on things, but we'll get caught up in the new year here.
It's all good, man. Whenever our anniversary. Happy anniversary. February 2nd is our 3rd anniversary of the show. So
I thought you were talking about you and Janet. I was like, oh, okay, no, our anniversary, the more important anniversary, you might say.
You and me, man.
Yeah, I can't believe 3 years. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. It just flew right on by.
Here's to the next 3.
Here's to.
Inshallah, inshallah, as they say.
Inshallah. Oh.
Is it? How do you say that correct? Is it inshallah or is it inshallah? I don't know actually.
Oh, man, don't start me lying. I don't want to disrespect. All right. So
I do like that saying, God willing, is what it means. So
I do like that. You like that. All right. So I'm gonna show what I picked up. Oh, there he is. There's my main man. Willie. What's happening, my friend? Willie, so good to see you. Remember, it was the anniversary. He was back there at the beginning. He was one of the OGs. Speaking of the OGs, your man and Sleepy were back there at the beginning. We respect you. We respect those who just are hopping on now. Welcome. And let me show you what I picked up from the old comic shop. If you don't mind. I hope you don't.
That's what we're all here for.
Is that right? All
the
right.
main event.
And now, yes, the man that gets paid $1 million to say it's good time to rumble, and then he goes home. Hey, my check, please. First thing is the Chipper. The Chipper has put out a new Zdarsky comic news.
I need that one with Scott Snyder on the front. I need it.
Man. Really? I can get them to pull you some more, man. I think they have extras in my shop. I think they may. It's a small shop. What else? Oh yeah, before that, this other cover of In Bloom came in one of my which is I'm kind of thinking of doing an independent or a standalone review of In Bloom, because I kind of liked it, and it's kind of a complex thing. I got stuff already for what's good, and also the FOC cover, which I got from my comic shop. FOC Virgin cover. God, who's the artist on this? I want to say Stephanie Hans, but I'm probably wrong, and I don't want to attribute it to the wrong person. But it's very cool cover.
Very nice.
Thank you. And this one is actually of watching Jim Comics. Hey there, Jim Comics. He was talking about this cover, and I thought it was so cool too. I'm not even reading this. In fact, I'm trying to sell some Daredevils from previous runs, but this Daredevil, I believe it's Mark Bagley cover. Have you seen this?
No, I have not. Bullseye. Oh my God. Nice.
Yeah, I don't even know if this is, and this might be one of those old bait and switch like DC's old covers, and what happens on the cover doesn't happen inside. I don't know if Bullseye lost his arm or not, but it's a wicked cover that I think a lot of people may have overlooked. So I got one of those too. And remember the Vicarious cover that I was looking for, the Virgin 1 and 10? Could not get that, man. I mean, it came up the first day and has no more has surfaced. We'll have to look on eBay if I want to get that, or maybe just wait and see if it pops up somewhere. This is Vicarious number 3, I want to say. Yeah, number 3, the A cover. This is a Panosian. This is the Virgin is even more beautiful, but this is going to have to do because I could not get the the Virgin. This is
very nice.
Yes.
We got Stapled Spine sneaking in. What's up, homie? Good to see you.
Stapled? I didn't see him.
There he is.
Lorenzo Ross. Yeah, that's right.
We also got my man Pocan Joe. What up, Joe? Good to see you, homie. Always good to see my man. Looking forward to Planet Comic Con as always.
As always. With me as always is Garth. All right. And remember the last couple of weeks ago, I think I was talking about this book that was like touring the country. I bought it from my comic shop, and it ended up in I think the far New Hampshire or somewhere, and came back through Texas, and then ended up in San Francisco. But it finally made it to its destination, and that was I think maybe 5 days ago. And this is it. I wanted to get it shipped with by itself, so I thought it'd be kept safer.
Ooh.
And it's not graded, but man, they're calling it a 9.0. I'm thinking, I got a 9.2 from them of 8 Billion Genies, the Kitty Cat glitter cover, and I had it graded, and it turned out a 9.6. So they always undergrade. So I'm hoping this is this is pretty much like that. And I took it out of the bag. It looks it's like no color breaks, and I know modern books are supposed to be 9.8, but it's a really, really high grade book, and it's the first appearance of Kate Bishop and the rest of these guys.
Yeah, that's an important book for the future. That Mylar's making it look super. I don't know if it's as clean as it looks, but it looks clean in that bag.
Whatever Mylar is using, I could recommend it, because this is definitely not my Mylar. This is just very, very cool though. Yeah, this is Young Avengers 1. I mean, I read the book. It's not a great book. Not the artwork isn't great in the interior art, but I guess it just has so many first appearances, what makes it like a major key. And it's down a little bit now, so I paid a little bit more than I wanted to for it, but you know, it was like right around Christmas when I bought it, and I don't know, maybe a little bit too much eggnog or something that day. So just get that damn Young Avengers.
We also got Sorge Forge. I like that name, Sorge Forge. What up, homie? Thanks for coming through.
Very cool name. Yo, welcome.
Aficionados. Look at how he correctly spelled that word. I'm impressed.
That's what I'm talking about. The chat of the smartest people. All right, what else we got? From Ashley from the comic shop. Man, listen to me now and hear me later. I know you've been poo-pooing this.
Yes, I have.
Get this. Just try it. Just even though it's incredibly overpriced, it's like what? It's $5.99, and it's no bigger than for instance, this New Gods, which I just found out I had. I forgot I ordered from T-Fall. Thank you, T-Fall. Same book. I mean, not same book, but same paper stock, same size book. This is $3.99. This is $5.99. Just because they can get the extra $3. Those bastards.
Got him. Yeah. And to be fair, I haven't been poo-pooing that book. I've been poo-pooing his first appearance.
Oh, the first appearance?
Yeah.
But that was a cameo. That was the first cameo. This is the first full appearance here. Oh, get this book, man. Just try it. I don't want to hype it up too much. I really like the writer, Chris Condon. He did that Texas Blood. I don't know if a lot of people read that, so they might not be up on him. I think he did a Green Arrow or not Green Lantern. I think it was a Green Arrow series too. So maybe they might know him from that. But man, I normally don't read on Wednesdays because I'm so busy. I'm going to maybe 1 or 2 stores and got errands to do and grab something to eat on the way home. But I just happened to open this up and I couldn't stop thumbing through it. I just ended up reading it. Damn, this is because it really goes so quickly. As they did it, man. You wrote it so perfectly because you won't get bogged down in dialogue or anything like that. Just like a lot of good action and a lot of flashback that's like self-explanatory, and whatever you don't know, you don't really care because it's I don't want to say too much, but I think it's worth the price, even though it's inflated. It's still worth the price. This might be a thing, and the way that they blend. I guess the important thing is that this is their Winter Soldier. Okay, Bucky Barnes in the regular 616 is the Winter Soldier, correct? So they got Bucky and turned him into the Winter Soldier. In this universe, in this thing, they took Wolverine and Logan and turned him into the Winter Soldier. And this is like an upgrade. It's just like so many things that are possible from this. And the way they're doing it and the way they're explaining it, and I mean, he just turned into a killing machine from issue number 1, and that's what you're looking for, man. I mean, I don't see man. It might be something. It might be something. What's that, Jack? What you say? Condon has been writing some solid horror comics, really, from Marvel and EC, from Oni Press, the last couple of years. See, I didn't know that. Damn. What would we do without you guys, man? I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. I'd just be some schmuck on the trying to remember stuff. But yeah, this is good, man. Did I mention this was good? I meant to if I didn't.
I think you did, yeah.
At least twice, maybe 2 or 3 times. The only other DC one I didn't get any Marvel except for that one. There's a couple of DC. This is Nice House by the Sea. Number 5 now, so now might be a time to start reading, so you don't have to read them all at once. I think I might do that myself. I don't know, because I read number 1, but I want to reread number 1 and catch up to 5 here, because by that time we'd probably be doing a hiatus, maybe. I'm thinking.
So. Yeah, I'm waiting for the break because the way reading the first one is like it just reads much better as a trade than issue to issue, and so I'm gonna read it that way.
Okay.
Looking forward to it though. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, me too. Sit down with a nice beverage on a Saturday and read them all. Mentioned the New Gods briefly. I forgot I'd ordered that book because remember we were talking about it on the preview, and we were not really excited about it. Whatever, it's Ron B. And even T-Fall was offering like a sweet discount, like it's like I think $2.39 for that. That's why I'll take a flyer on it.
Which tells you it wasn't selling well, or they overbought, one of the two.
Yeah, but probably the lack of interest. But you look on our thing here, League of Comic Geeks, you see a lot of people talking about how much they love this. I mean, it's for real, I guess, and we'll find out.
It's part of that. It's part of the absolute universe. So
Yeah, all in, a prophecy, a child, a miracle. So, Mr. Miracle, that something happened the first issue, which I'll catch up on once I read that first issue that I just found. So, yes,
skinny Mr. Miracle.
Anyway, yeah, that makes more sense to me, man. If you're not, like some character who uses their strength and their powers, why you got to be all jacked out? Those Magneto doing with sweet quads and the big. What does he do? He moves things with his magnetic power. You just need to be strong. But that's just me. You could be a regular guy. Jeff Lemire, Minor Arcana, number 5.
Love this book.
Me too. Love this book. It's shaping up very nice.
Looking forward to reading this next issue. A lot of questions, a lot of interest, and the same thing with Phantom Road. It's like, what is going on? Dude?
Yeah,
a lot of questions.
Yeah, he's good at that, isn't he? Skin Police. Skin Police was knocking on the door of being one of the best of last year. I think that it depends on how it goes. It might be one of the best of this year. This is from Oni Press. We talked about it on What's Good before, I want to say. Space Ghost, man, now's the time to catch up on Space Ghost for me because I'm way behind. This is number 9. I think I missed like number 3 or something like that. I think number 3 or 4. The earthquake going on. I keep knocking the damn mic. So I gotta that stopped me from reading that series temporarily. So that's my excuse. That's all I got. Yes, that's it. This one, I think this is a 1 for 3 copies. 3 copies.
What? A 1 in 3 incentive?
1 in 3. Thank you. Yeah,
never heard of such a thing.
I know, right? Well, this sounds like they weren't anticipating lots of sales. Perhaps, maybe that's like a little thing. This is from Ahoy Comics also. This is how I did a quick look see inside this too. Didn't read it, but the art looks great. Looks really, really nice art. And it is Alyssa Whitney. Alyssa Whitney, I believe, is the writer, maybe also the artist, and Morissette. This has been anticipated at least by me and some other folks, I imagine, for a while. So hopefully this is
Space Ghost.
It's fire.
TN Comedy mentioned Space Ghost, so I just wanted to show these off. There are these foil covers. I need to sell them.
Show them.
Oh, they're too shiny, man. The light is not.
They're candy cane. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh,
and then Michael Cho.
I got one of those. I love Michael Cho's work, especially on Space Ghost. It's kind of reminiscent of the TV show, the original TV show.
Sun stunting is a habit.
Yeah, he just can't help himself. Johnny Quest crossover. Ooh, Johnny Quest crossover. That might be Johnny Quest Space Ghost crossover. But that's something that 10-year-old me would just went crazy for. I'm still intrigued by it. So I don't know. We'll see. The Brood, which I'm also just stacking because it's another one of those what's that universe, the Minor Threats universe. Just stacking this up so I get a chance to read them. Number 2. Those Not Afraid. I'll talk more about this later. This is from Kyle Starks. This is another serial killer related thing. There's a lot of indie comics. The 2 of their biggest subject matters are serial killers or apocalyptic futures, and that's fine. Those can be done well, but it seems like they're either one or the other now, pretty much. So there's just one of those 2 elements are involved because there's so many possibilities, I guess. But this is a good one. I mean, the first one is that I read. I'll talk about it a little bit more later on in the What's Good segment. Save it for that. Barstow is this kind of a David Lynchian kind of a story about this FBI agent, special agent, because they're all special agents, in the small town, and crazy stuff is happening. FBI agents, we always have this image of them being this Efren Zimbalist Jr., like clean cut, Agent Cooper kind of a thing. Some of the FBI agents could be kind of messy, kind of meshy.
Hey, shout out to the homie Justin Birch lettering. They're on the cover.
On this one?
Yeah, that's Justin Birch, letterer.
Justin Birch all day. Okay.
Yeah, that's the homie right there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Shout out, Justin. Right on, man. All right. Great book. Love it. Where Monsters Lie, number 3. You're pulling this?
Yeah, I've read this one. I'm caught up on this one.
Okay. This must be a backlog from probably when stuff was still backing up. Like from
it was last week. That's last week's book.
Yeah. This is like a mishmash of stuff here, I'm finally caught up now. The Diamond's bankrupt. FML, I missed number 2 somehow. I forgot to sign up. I thought I'd signed up, but I forgot to sign up. This is number 3 with the Mike All Red cover. Love All Red.
And that stands for Fuck My Life. Is that right? FML?
I believe so, yes. FML. Okay. Different part story. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah. It's very, very Lynchian. I love me some David Lynch in the film. That is Where Monsters Lie. Yeah. It's probably going to be a 4-issue series, I'm guessing. Because they usually go in 4-issue arcs. This is the second one. And the last one from the shop is last week's penultimate book, which is You Won't Feel a Thing. Another Snyder Jock joint. And I think this also deals with the serial killer thing we're talking about. So yeah, full-size distillery book.
A lot of people complain about the magazine size, but I like reading them. They're fun to read.
They are great to read. I mean, the storing part, I guess, probably, creeps some people out, or not creeps them out, but just like inconveniences them because most of us tend to be very tedious. And by us, I mean us collectors. We keep things in a row, and everything is very much in order. And I got this odd box. I got that just like thumbs down.
Man, Eddie's guy's got. He's staying on that thumbs down button tonight. Oh no!
Just leaning on the boo button. Boo! Fuck everybody. Not interested.
Speaking of boo, I was reading today about, I guess Hulk Hogan went on Netflix's WWE Raw and they booed his ass like crazy. I was like, oh.
Good.
Hulk Hogan's out of style, apparently.
Yeah. Fuck Hulk Hogan, man. That fucking guy. I tell you.
Did you watch the McMahon documentary?
I only saw, I think, one episode of it, but it's on the list to watch.
He comes across as kind of a snake.
Oh, Hulk? Yeah, man. Yeah. He's literally, stabbed Jesse in the back with that whole that union thing.
Yeah, that's one of the snake things he did for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fuck him, man. With the big end of the bat. Yeah. We got that guy. You go to these places like Elon goes out to like a Dave Chappelle concert and it's surprised and he gets booed. Like, do they not love me, Dave Chappelle? Do they not worship me? I'm stunned. They live in this bubble, like, nope, they don't like your ass.
Yeah, I'm always confused when I get booed too. I get it. Like, what? I'm awesome. What's going on?
For real. If I had a nickel, as they say, for every time that I've been booed, man. All right, so let me get started on this. What's good? I can figure out.
Yeah, TN comedy. Iron Sheik was right about everybody, or right about everything. A lot of people were pointing that out after he got booed.
Were the Iron Sheik said he was a rat before?
I don't know anything about it, actually. I just know people were saying how Sheik was right about Hulk Hogan. I don't know the backstory, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think it's all coming out in public now. All right. I do all the what's good stuff, and I remove it. This is that's weird.
That's as long as they.
That's it.
TN Comedy says, I'm confused every time they'll boo me, but the check already cleared. So, oh, well, that's right, baby. As long as I'm paid, boo your hearts out.
That's right. So fuck y'all. Good night.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a check. I just got booed. Oh, well.
Who is man? Oh, here we go. There it is. This is live, isn't it? All right, here we go. I got all my stuff mixed up. I don't have a lot of room in here, man. This is a tiny place. All right, so we're all set for what's good.
The collector's problem. Looks like there's a lot of short boxes back there. It's getting a little crazy.
Oh, tell me about it. You would have seen this closet back here. Woo-wee. Man. I tell you what, as my boy would say, man, oh man.
Everybody was a Ric Flair fan in the 80s. Woo!
Yeah, right.
Ready.
All right, so what's good, man? You might ask. Well, here it is. I'll just start that right now. All right, what's good? All right, first thing, this came out last week. Lucky Devils, #1. This is from that team of Charles Soule and Ryan Brown, and I love that their company is called Silent E Productions. That's very cool. So they both have the Silent E on the end of their names. That's a very
yeah, that is cool. I like that.
Yeah. So man, this is almost in the same font. I mean, about the same font, definitely the same style. The lettering is like the same, thing. It's like the genies have the smoke, and these devils have the fire. So the design is very similar to just visually to 1 billion, 8 billion genies. But that aside, completely different book. This one involves two people, as well as the two devils. But the two people that are the subject matter, one is a teacher and one is a nurse. And they're just really good people, They're confronted with shit every day. We all know how tough both of those jobs are. So they are confronted with temptation every day. And what comes to realize is that everyone, just like everyone has a genie in 8 billion genies, everyone has a devil. Okay? So everyone has a devil, and their job is to tempt you into doing bad things. And that makes them move up in the rankings, in the hierarchy, and all that. So these two people, after one shit of a day, one just shit Sunday of a day, are just awakened by their two devils in the middle of the night, and they tell them what's going on. Like, hey, I'm your devil, and you're stuck with me for life. And they proposition them with this thing where, look, you're never gonna get rid of me. But what if I was to make you super successful? And by doing that, it would somehow help me. And I say, well, okay. And reluctantly, they agree to do that. But what's happening is that these devils are plotting a revolution in hell. They're trying to overthrow hell and just overthrow the hierarchy in hell. And they're going to use these humans as their unwitting, I should say, accomplices. And it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. And the way they talk about the characters at work, as this nurse that you just want to slap. She's just you can hear her complaining about this man who bought her a car. I'm going to go into it, but it's so many good, background characters as well. It's very well written, and the art is really nice too, from Ryan Brown. So 8 billion genies. Lucky Devils, the Lucky Devils, that is, not Lucky Devil, as was done a few years ago by Cullen Bunn, which is a different, but also a very good story. But this is good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
You picked that one up, or is it in your bin to be picked up?
It's in my pull list. It was last week, but books were delayed again. I think they were delayed again this week. So I haven't gotten it yet because it was delayed.
It could have been. But if we got ours on time, then if we get them across the mountains way out here, there's a very good chance that you may have gotten yours too. So you go there. Whenever you go there, it should be there.
Yeah, I'm looking, and Canadians talking about Bug Wars, and I'm definitely, that one's on my pull list for sure.
Okay. Right on.
Jason Aaron writing it, Mahmoud Azrar on the art.
Okay. Oh, Bug Wars. Okay. Awesome. All right. So next up is a book that's not out yet. It's been already been solicited. The FOC has already passed. I thought it might be in this week's previews, but nope, not yet. And it was on Tom's list. In fact, you guys may have you guys did talk about it. Was the seasons? The season. This is the Ash Can for seasons number 1, and this is by Rick Remender, Paul Azasteta, and Mateus Lopez. So I hope I did those people proper in pronouncing their names. But this is Giant Generator. As we discovered both live and on the air. Giant Generator is Rick Remender's imprint at Image.
Is that the Ash Can?
This is the Ash Can. Yeah, that's because the number 1's not out yet. Number 1's not even hit the streets. I don't think it has.
I don't think it has either. This book was on the hot list this week.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was on Tom's top 20. And in fact, on his video, he talked about it in the video too. And you guys talked about it. So
Rick Remender's been hot, man. He's had a lot of books recently that I love, including The Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, and more recently, Grommets has been killing it. So
yes,
he's on fire right now.
Grommets, am I wrong in saying that Grommets would have been your number 1 book of the year also?
No, it would have been number 2 probably. The Deviant was going to be number 1.
Oh, the Deviant. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Wasn't the Deviant your number 1 last year too? But you can do it 2 years in a row if it overlaps.
No, it wasn't. Because last year it was only 1 issue in, so it definitely wouldn't have been.
Oh, okay. Definitely not. Okay. Well, that's very good. Then that was good. All right. But anyway, this the seasons, which I think I've already pre-ordered like so many moons ago. But this is 4 sisters, and they are the seasons, and they are spring, summer, autumn, and winter, as you might suspect. And this begins just kind of like a whimsical, like Disney Mary Poppins kind of a movie. Because spring is like this courier, and she's chasing this letter that belongs to her, and this letter is like blowing, in the wind, like passing through cars, and just won't allow her to catch it. And it's kind of like, okay, this is pretty improbable, but just go with it, for a while. And, it just, eventually she gets the letter and she reads it, and it's from her sister Autumn, who's telling her that she needs to gather the rest of the sisters, the other 2, because it's only 4 of them. I'm not good at math. The other 2 sisters, and get the hell out of town as soon as possible before this thing happens. And the thing is, it looks like that thing may already be happening. It looks like there's this carnival that comes through towns, and there's this, in the beginning of the book, they show the carnival leaving this one town, and in its wake, there's a lot of death, destruction, and people just like either like maybe gone mad, looking into mirrors, like holding hand mirrors and laughing at themselves. And it's like the Joker like dropped some some kind of weird new gas or something on them, and so that's kind of where we're left without giving away a whole lot. And the thing about this being an ash can is a loose kind of a term. Some ash cans can be like small, like the little book before. Some can be this size, but only give you like maybe half a book, like maybe 10 pages or something like that. But still, it's not a full book. It's a teaser, a preview. This is the entire issue number 1. I want to say. I mean, this is like 30 pages. At least it's a full book as an ash can. So I can't imagine number 1. This number 1 starts out with a whole different material. This is a very thick, ash can, and it tells you the whole story. It's at least the beginning of the story. So yeah, this is absolutely. I was able to get it on eBay. It's weird. I paid $10 for it. I think $9 for it. And the guy, I think it was a person in Washington or somewhere, because it got here like I ordered on Sunday, and it was here like Tuesday. Like, damn, that was super fast. It's like it really got here like like wow, I was expecting that soon. But I think this is going to be worth picking up when it comes out in the number 1 form, which hopefully will be soon. The seasons. Don't you know? Rick Remender.
See, when is that coming out here?
Not next week, I don't think. Not on our preview. I don't see it. All right, moving on to the next one.
January 29th, end of the month.
There it is, folks. All right. You know what might be the penultimate book that week. Let's say something better. Next is a book I picked up today, which is Those Not Afraid. Another serial killer book from our buddy Kyle Starks. No, the serial killer book, and it's from our buddy Kyle Starks. So like all he does is serial killer book. Should put a comment in there. So this one, Those Not Afraid, this deals with serial killers, particularly two of them, and they're, believe it or not, chasing a record. There's another serial killer who has like a record of, like, I think 79 kills, and these guys are neck and neck with 72 and 71 apiece. One of them is referred to as the lady killer, because he's, I guess he's this piece of shit that stalks women and throws them in his trunk. And the other one is more of a Richard Ramirez Night Stalker kind of a individual that wears like a hockey mask, and he's a different. He has a different vocation. I want to say what his job is. They'll give away part of the story, but there's some parts that are maybe kind of like I would say takes a little bit of suspension of belief, like that the lady killer is just about to commit on one of his his murders, and he sees actually the other guy out of the corner of his eye, and he like, oh, okay, what the hell is this guy doing? I guess game recognized game or whatever. And he decides to go over and just see what this guy's doing. And he just walks in someone's door who left their door unlocked, kills them, and is in the middle of his kill when the lady killer walks in and helps him out. And they're like, hey, hello, friend. And they kind of like, you must be the the so and so killer. Well, I'm just I'm the lady killer. They're like meeting like on the internet or something. And they get this thing where we're gonna have the lady killer's idea to have a competition to see who is gonna break the record first. And the other guy says, why would I do that? Hey, for fun. We do this for fun, right? Then who else are you gonna talk to about this besides there's nobody you can talk to about this. So it'd be like a thing we could talk about amongst ourselves. I'll even give you a burner phone, at a certain place that we can pick it up and we can communicate about it. Only thing is we don't kill each other. That's the only thing. And they meet it and they agree on that, and they move on. And then it turns out that there's this washed up ex-sheriff who's a drunk, and his daughter has a connection to the wife of the lady killer, and there's a thing going on with that, and some other things that kind of tie them together too. So you can suspend a little bit of that. It looks pretty interesting. So I'll give it a thumbs up for those who are not afraid to read it.
That you can tell that the artist for that cover was the artist for Preacher.
Yep.
For the covers, not the interiors, but for
only
the covers.
Yes, Glenn Fabry. Glenn has got that Glenn Fabry look, man. He may have done every cover of Preacher.
I'm actually looking at that now, and it looks like he did. Yeah.
Yeah. I had that whole run at one time. He did every cover of Preacher. Yeah. Man, that was a good run. That's I used to have that entire run. I have collected editions, which are just as good. Oh,
yeah, I have the trades for that. I am still working on reading it though.
Yeah. On Preacher?
Yeah, Preacher. Arseface makes me uncomfortable.
Did you see the TV show?
No, I want to read it first and then watch it.
The TV show is a little different. They changed a little bit of the characters. Not just they made Tulip black, but they also made I'm not sure how I like the way they made the vampire Cassidy. I like Cassidy in the movie in the book better. I think the one in the TV show was he was all right, but he wasn't as good. But I digress. All right, the last thing is something I picked up in the collected edition because it's hard to find this book, or the number one, I should say, for a decent price. I first heard about it from our friend at Cool Stuff Collectibles, our friend Rob, our pal Rob. He was talking about how the first issue of The Strange Talent of Luther Strode was going for, like, I think $50 at the time when I first heard about it. I never heard that book. What the hell is that? I must read that book. That sounds like a great name, you know. So, and this is by Justin Jordan, whose work I wasn't familiar with, and Trad Moore. Trad Moore, great artwork in here, man. I mean, I think people, like, you know, kind of like poo-pooing his work, you know, on some of that Doctor Strange book that he did. Or you remember that trippy looking Doctor Strange book that Trad Moore was the artist on? He may have wrote that one too. I'm not sure, but I know he's the artist on that. But man, his art is banging on here. It's really nice, and it fits the story just right. This kid, Luther, him and his buddy Pete, they're just bullied. You know, the typical story. Typical, bullied by assholes in school, and you know they're just nerds, and you bastards, we'll get you one of these days. So Luther sends away, just like for one of those Charles Atlas strength things. You know, those ads in the book. You know, you've been bullied, act today, send this in. So he gets this book, and it turns out that this book comes from this ages old like secret society who chooses who they send it to, and he had been chosen to get that book for a certain reason. And once he got that book, I mean, he started strangely, like, it was like he was taking like Barry Bonds steroids, times 10. Dude blew up. He just started to get this. It's almost like he became literally Superman, and he was just like, busting people left and right, just fucking people up. And this was good for a while. Then things happened, and he got a girlfriend for the first time. But then what happened was the society came, to collect the bill, and things that he didn't anticipate started to happen, and it affects his friends and his family. And I guess it could be, I guess, the kind of a Charles Atlas ad come to life, but it's really fun, especially when you're reading all the 6 issues back to back like this. This is I think from my comic shop. I think it was a pretty good price for this. But yeah, the strange. Let me show some of the art. This is I think this is Trad on this one here, and I'm giving you spoilers. Like this is Luther just after he got his strength, and this is the action shot, and this the Hercules thing is like an ad from, I think, from the back of issue number 1. Man, you can get this. You can get them. You can find them. You live in a city where you can pick up back issues for a good price. Portland, for instance, or Kansas City even. Look for these books. Look for Luther Strode books just to read if you want, and you can find number 1 for a good price. Get that too. The Strange Talent of Luther Strode is definitely worth your time reading too, and that's what's good. That's all.
That's my man came ready for what's good this week. Very nice.
I had to cut a few back. I had more.
Save them for next week.
Oh yeah, it's always leave them wanting more, as they say.
Oh, I real quick before we get into the new comics, I did mention the Kickstarter for Doctor Number 2 from Brian LCS.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to mention the Kickstarter coming from Split Vision Press.
Okay.
Which is written by a friend of the show, Brandon from Dismay Comics. But the interesting thing about this that they're doing is Brandon has written a story, and he has 4 different artists writing or drawing the same story. So it's kind of like a variant kind of situation, but instead of a variant cover, you're getting a variant book, basically. So you're going to have the same story 4 times, but it's going to be
the same book by 4 different artists written by him.
But 4 different artists are going to do their own style, their own interpretation of what he's written. And it sounds like a really cool idea.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see how it shakes out. But that is a Kickstarter that is coming soon. It is not launched yet, but if you click the link that I just plugged in and click notify on launch, you'll be ready to go when they launch, and hopefully we can have them on the show to talk about this project. It's Comic Journey. Like I said, Brandon from Dismay Comics is a writer, I can't remember all the. I know Tate Prime is an artist. A guy named Ben is an artist, and then Siren or something. I'm not sure how to say his name, but I met him at Heroes Con as the fourth artist. So I'm interested in that one, but looking forward for a while, and hopefully we can talk about that one of these weeks on this show.
Yeah, we had Dismay on there a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a while ago. He had his Kickstarter for The Gallows Man, I think, right? I've supported all of his Kickstarters so far, and I'll definitely be supporting this one as well. So plug into that one, guys. If you want to see indie comics, you got to support indie comics.
All right, then. There it is. All right. All right. Coming up, Ultimate Spider-Man number 13. That could have some interesting covers.
Yeah, that book has surprisingly kept its value.
It has.
That number 1.
Yes. And it's even as much surprising to me, still interesting to read. I haven't read the last 2 issues, though. I think I'm a little bit behind on it. Is anything? This is like Ultimate Black Cat, who was like literally in there, didn't even have a line, I think, in her first appearance or first cameo appearance. But I don't know. Definitely not as big of a deal as Ultimate Wolverine, for sure. This is then Greg Land. That looks very like from Romita almost.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah, me too. People give Greg Land shit, but I think it was great work. Gavin Guidry. Wow, it must be like Salute to Romita week. That is like Stan just get an edit. Everybody just do a Romita. Do your best Romita this week. That's cool. And this one, yeah. Even though it's a foil, it still has that style. Okay. Am I tripping? Perhaps. Craven is in this one, Ultimate Craven. All right. So are you reading any Ultimate books at all?
Not a single one. Yeah. I passed on all of them.
Passed on all of them. All right, if I look at the Ultimate, I got to look at Absolute Wonder Woman too. Equal time.
I am on the Absolute stuff, though. And Absolute Wonder, I have not actually read Absolute Superman yet, but I have read Absolute Batman. That one's okay. But I like Absolute Wonder Woman. I'm into Wonder Woman so far. This one's been fun.
Yeah. So far, I'm digging all of them. They're very different. This is what I like. What I like about the
I think I might just not like Batman books. I think that might be the problem.
That's probably what it is. You got this thing as Batman. There's your problem right there. You got this Batman, some kind of a disorder.
Yes, I've got 2 short boxes of Batman Volume 3, so oops. Been reading that one and haven't been a big fan of it at all.
Man,
I haven't hated it, but I haven't been a big fan of it.
I've fallen behind on it, and I'm reluctant to catch up because I'm like, I got to catch up on it now. Damn. I was like, it was okay, but it's like every issue is like a, kind of a chore to get through. If you're going to be, slow, at least you can, move the pace along a little bit, I would say. If you're going to just get wordy and bad.
I had high hopes with Chip and Failsafe. I had high hopes that it would plug me back in, but I didn't like Failsafe at all.
I know, there it is right there. You hate Failsafe. Yeah. So
I hated Failsafe. I absolutely hated it.
Yeah. Hated it. This is Elizabeth Torque. I like Elizabeth Torque's work. She's done a lot of covers that I like. I like that one. This is Matea de Luis. This is the cardstock cover C. So it says here. Love that sword, the big broad ass sword that you think would, just defy wind dynamics and all that stuff.
Seeing Hayden Sherman on the art is making me sad that we're not getting any more Chicken Devils. There's a few Aftershock books that I was like, You know, like O3 Protocol was another one that I was not done with. There's a few that like left me hanging, man.
I read the first issue, the first series of Chicken Devils. It was good. The first, I didn't read the second one. Christian Ward, 125. Hey,
I was trying to see who is that exclusive from. That looks familiar.
down here. Oh, this is
The artist. The art looks familiar, but I can't place who it is.
Will Jack. Remember Will Jack did those Supergirl and Power Girl covers a while back?
Yeah, definitely Will Jack. Yeah, that's who it looks like for sure. You can tell that's him.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wonder Woman looks almost underage. She's very pretty and all, but like the crowd, you Wonder Woman. I mean, I don't know if you're old enough to come in this world.
That body don't look underage to me. You feel me?
I think I do.
You can have it. Show me some ID before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. R. Kelly got canceled. My bad.
Well, I'm always one to separate the the artist from the art. So
I had a friend made a great. I may have said this, but I had a friend who made a great point. He was like, "I listen to R. Kelly music all the time. You know, I bump it all the time." And his reasoning was, if we don't listen to R. Kelly, his victims will never get paid. And I was like, well, you know what? That makes a lot of sense, actually. You know, we're doing a service here.
Oh God. I guess so. Yeah, after she's a lot.
Dang, that sucks, Jack. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have heard people talk about Aftershock owing them money. I think Justin Birch was one of them. Justin Birch Lettering, which we just talked about. Yeah.
Owe him money. Yeah, I remember you saying that last week, I want to say. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That sucks. All right. What else we got here? Down the list. Wonder Woman. You know, I've been doing I'll bet there's a good Wonder Woman, like mainstream Wonder Woman, not absolute. I bet there's lots of good Wonder Woman covers because I've been buying them. Like, I think Nakayama has been assigned to this book, so he's my guy. So everyone he does, I usually get. And
I broke my rule on this cover right here.
Which one?
I have a rule where I don't cover horror buy books when I'm not collecting the series. I am not collecting this Wonder Woman series, but I bought 3 copies of this cover because I was like, I fucking like that. That's
the A cover?
Yeah, this cover right here. I like that cover a lot.
Who is this? This is
I think it's Tony S. Daniel, isn't it?
Does it say?
Oh no, Daniel Sampier.
Oh, Sampier. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, the covers have been gorgeous. I mean, I can't say that I'm not collecting it. Technically, I'm not, but I'm just like, I'll just pull a cover from here and there. Like I see it in the store, I see it online. I'll just pull one of those covers. Next thing you know, I got like about half of the first 15 issues. Like this one, for instance. You know, this is the Nakayama I'm talking about. You know, this is the Nakayama cover.
People have been raving about this book for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be universal praise for this Tom King run of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I'm going to have to catch up on it. Mike Del Mundo. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. All right. Oh, what's this? No, Frank Cho. Frank Cho, the drawer of thick women. And then you speak of him, and then there he shall appear. And so you draw these different artists draw the same person in their own manner, you know, from Nakayama to Cho to who's our guy? Ward. What was the guy's name that we just saw that we liked his stuff? He's gone. Oh, never mind. That guy. Whoever that guy is. Yeah. Simone DeMille. This is I don't know who that character is. If I was reading the book, I would know. But I'm not, so I don't. All right. But as usual, they always have good covers. Void Rivals is number 16. I had to drop Void Rivals only because, not because it was a bad book, because I had to just trim some stuff, and that was one of the things that got trimmed. Wolverine Red Band. You know, I think I'm done with the Red Band stuff for the most part. I don't say I won't buy anymore, but I think they're just kind of exploiting us now with that whole Red Band thing. Hey, guess what's back? Guess what's back? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
World Tree.
That's right. That's right. Are you caught up on World Tree?
No, I'm behind. This is one of those Tynan books that I'm like, I need to really give it another try, but I'm not that into World Tree for some reason. It's not clicking with me.
I had begun to feel the same way until I caught up with it.
I need to catch. So maybe I need to catch up.
Catch up with it before you make a decision. I caught up to number 11, and I say, you know what? This is good, and I want to keep buying.
As a Tynan stan, I am not dropping it. Don't think that. I am a true stan for Tynan, so I will be collecting it.
I was never a big fan of any of the covers, though. I mean, they all look very computerized and all that. I mean, I think that was the intent, But I thought like, you've seen one, you've seen them all, pretty much. This is Puppeteer Lee 125.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like, okay, I'm just even. It's fine.
I mean, if you zoom in on them breasts, they look kind of nice.
Is that your only focus? Good Lord, man.
I also like the ass and the legs.
Of course. Silly question. Oh, gosh. All right. Let's see. I guess there's no covers worth seeing here. Nothing to see here. But it is back, and there's a good book, and it's worth reading. Bad covers or not bad covers, but like, not fancy covers or not. Lots of work goes in those covers. No disrespect. No disrespect whatsoever. House of Slaughter. Oh, man, it's a time for that one already. I haven't read the last issue yet, and you haven't read the last 10 issues.
Yeah, and this is not Tynan's book, but yeah, for some reason I love Something Is Killing the Children. I love Erica Slaughter, but I just have not gotten into House of Slaughter at all.
I don't know, man. I think it's I don't know. I think if you caught up on that too, I think you might like it. I think you just don't like Jace. You have a thing about
it's
Jace.
not that I don't like him, it's that I just don't care.
Well,
and even before Jace, like the stories with Bait, like a lot in the story with that dude on the boat in the pen, it's like a lot of it is just not making sense to me. I think that's the biggest thing. Is like maybe it's just over my head, but a lot of the books I'm like, I don't even know what we're doing here,
I think what you need to do is collect the 5-issue arc and just read it all together.
I need to start over on it. Maybe I just need to start over on it.
Deladera.
Like Damien said on World Tree, when that one comes back, I think I am going to start over and just reread the whole thing.
That might work because if you do it really, man, because it. I don't want to give anything away, but it gets really good.
Is that weird? It looks like Bait.
It looks like
it looks like he almost have arms, but those are his sleeves. It looks like
those are his sleeves, which automatically just kind of like go into the branches. So it's almost like he's growing branches out of his arms or something.
What's up with his foot, dude? Why does his foot look like a rainbow clown?
Well, you got to ask any ugly about that and catch up on the book, and maybe they'll tell you. I don't remember this. I don't remember anything. I don't remember Bait in this. Bait was in the last arc, but maybe he's like popping back up in this one. Good character. Good character. Good cover too. Hey, this is 1 in 25? No, just a regular cover C.
Yeah, he's just been doing cardstocks.
Okay. And it's the Virgin cover, the main cover by Jorge Fornez. And this is 115, Derek Chew.
Love me some Derek Chew. That's nice.
Yeah, a lot of good covers. Oh, what's this one? Any Ugly doing the same thing. I can do it too. Okay.
That's great. That's weird. It's very similar looking cover.
Yeah. And you can see that it's the same character. And Inhyuk Lee also did another cover. So you got 2 covers in the same book. Amazing. I don't know if it's amazing, but pretty cool. maybe overusing my adjectives here. Maybe Stan Leeing my adjectives a little bit too much here. All right.
Incredible.
I know, right? Astounding. Drive everything home. Emphasis.
Lord rest his soul.
Lord rest his soul. A man that was never happy. All the success he had, he just wanted to write for Hollywood. All right, Hyde Street. You pulling Hyde Street? You pulling everything?
I'm pulling everything Ghost Machine. I'm all in on Ghost Machine. I have not read Hyde Street yet, but I'm definitely pulling it.
And Mr. X-Ray and Pranky. Oh man, I love the characters from Hyde Street. It's kind of like a little Twilight Zone-y, but I'm here for it.
One fun thing about the Ghost Machine universe that I really love is that they have a plan and they're pulling this plan together. And the nice thing about that is that there's certain spots where you can see the future in the beginning. And that's my favorite kind of writing because it makes it endlessly rewatchable, endlessly rereadable. Because you go back and you read it again with an understanding of what's coming and you start seeing the stuff that they put there right in the beginning. And that's something that they're doing all across all of the books, Junkyard Joe, Geiger, all of that stuff. So, and one fun thing that's happening right now in Geiger is in Geiger number 10, we got Junkyard Joe, we're getting Redcoat. So some of the stuff is finally coming together. And I'm really excited about Ghost Machine.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. It needs to get more. I think it's getting a lot of respect, but more people need to know about it. It's great. This is the main cover. Oh, main cover is pretty cool too. All right. Oh, this is Pranky by Herman Peralta, and he's got all his. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yes. It's.
Yeah. Norman Rockwell with Pranky. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I can't get over this one. This is the Steve Lieber cover, just like happy birthday.
Yes, yes,
everybody and shit. Oh my god.
We got the first appearance of the glowing, because Geiger's the glowing man. We got the first appearance of the glowing woman in Geiger number 10. So yeah, dude. Geiger's been my favorite book in the whole universe. I mentioned this last week, but I caught up on Rook. And Rook is my new favorite. I love Geiger still, but Rook is my new favorite. I can't say enough good things about this whole thing. I'm excited about it. Plug in if you're interested at all.
For sure, man. I'm still talking like Tony Montana from the opening here.
Yeah, I was like, wow, we're going violent with the opening.
Oh, my God.
I'm used to the kooky Adam West lighthearted beginnings.
It's a little dark for some people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, people are getting murdered today. I'm like, all right, what's going on with Lorenzo?
He had a wacky ending, Ernie got a job. Hey, man, he got a job, man.
That was, imagine, I could. It's fun. I've seen that movie, but like I felt the stress of that all again. Just being in this position.
That scene, yeah, that cut some of it out. Like
watching your two colleagues get got, and then you're like, "Am I next?"
Manolo, like, what about Ernie, man? Oh, Ernie just like shitting kittens. Oh my god!
I would have literally shit my pants. You want a job? Yeah, let me clean up first.
Man, for real. Don't worry, I got this. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. No problem. No worry, boss. I'll see you tomorrow at 3:00 sharp. Yes, sir. All right, so moving on down the list. Blade Red Band, just for you, Jack. Just for you. Where are we? Here we go. Okay. A blade craves blood. I'll bet now. Dangerous new forces and operatives stir in the occult corners of the Marvel Universe, backed by mysterious and shadowy benefactors. Or, what is the Spellbinder? And what exactly do they want with Blade? That's what I'm talking about. A couple of covers. Philip Tan does one of them. Huh. I did get that Red Blade Red Band number 3. I'm such a schmuck. Because I heard there was like some first appearance or something in there, so I did buy that. So guilty. I'm a coattail rider. I'm a fair weather collector. Hate me.
Oh, we got D'Artagnan in the house. Happy New Year, homie. Oh, and thank you for the replay watch. I appreciate that as always, man.
Hey, awesome. What's up, D'Artagnan?
Yeah, I like it. I like Brian Hill. He, of course, wrote Chariot. What, 4 years ago now? Which I really
Chariot,
enjoyed.
yeah, that's another book. I'd like to get that number one of. I haven't didn't get a chance to even read. I might buy the trade of that too, like I had to do with Luther Strode.
That was a $20 book, but it is a $5 book now. So very gettable at this point. And the thing about that is it's a cold key. That book is optioned.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm looking for those things that are cold now. Nobody things that are hot. Oh, here we go. For some reason, don't hate me. I pre-ordered this. Dr. Doom and Rocket Raccoon. Why? I don't know. Just caught me. I don't know. Maybe I mean, J. Michael Straczynski. Maybe that was what it was. I don't know. And Doom. Rocket. What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's all I got. All right.
Speaking of Doom, I see you got your big Strange Academy poster there.
Yeah.
Did you on FOC this Monday? Doom Academy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he during the Blood Hunt, he took over the Strange Academy school. Like he needed the magic from the kids to win, and now he's going to start the school for them. So instead of Strange Academy, it's Doom Academy, and it's on FOC this week with some interesting covers. So pre-order now for that discount if you're interested.
Oh, this coming week? This Friday, you mean? Or just past?
This FOC is on Monday, so final order cutoff. So if you're trying to order it and get the discount,
okay. Yeah, I usually order them up the weekend before the Monday comes. So I just like
Yeah. So you have until Monday to get the final order cutoff in.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Did I miss it? I know there's some other like the World Under Doom or some shit like that. That might be already I think the FLC's already passed for that.
Oh, we got Phil's Treehouse in the house. What up, Phil?
See.
Good to see you, homie.
I see.
Missed that one.
Phil. All right, where are we? We're at Doom and Rocket Raccoon. That's where we are. And this is
finally a source of spring we can all believe in.
Real Andito window shades variant. This is not okay. This is not a window shades variant. Stop it. This is just like a castle window, and stop at the window shades variants. Okay? Just stop it. Stop it.
Hey, what up, sicko? You're never late. You're always right on time, brother. And welcome to the show where we actually talk about comic books, sicko. So you'll be excited.
Sicko. What's happening? Sickotron. Other cool name. Who is this? This is Lenil Francis Yu. Very cool. Oh, Rocket Raccoon. This is a one shot, I'm thinking. Like, yeah, it's a one shot. So, what's this? Will Robeson, easy for you to say. Variant. I don't know. This is something. I don't know. I got nothing. I blame myself.
Blame myself.
I do indeed. If I could find a doggone thing, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Wait a minute.
Blame yourself.
$8 short. Finally found it. Yeah, that's all I got. I have no excuse for ordering this book. I just ordered it. I'm guilty. Moving on down the list. I've got like about 5 issues of Rat City. I haven't read past the second one. Still going though. I don't know if it's a good character or not. Basically, of Spawn 2029. What's that?
Yeah, I passed on that one. I didn't get that.
Pass. You're the 80s guy on that one. Thumbs down. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn. Oh. Got this frog in my throat, man. It keeps jumping out. It won't come out, I should say. The Tin Can Society number 5. I may not have read number 4 yet, but very good book. on my best of 2024. I don't care how it ends. It's been great so far. There, I said it. The City Beneath Her Feet, number 2. I didn't get a chance to read number 1 of that, but it looked pretty good from Distillery. Arcbound, number 3. Number 1 of that was good too. I did I think a review, or it was on What's Good. Look it up if you care. If you don't, fuck it. What else? What else we got here? Coming on down this long list here. Getting longer, about a minute. Vicarious, lawful. Vicarious, the first issue, I did like that. I haven't read anything past number 1. I did love that Spinozian cover of number 3, but I didn't love it enough to keep reading it, but it didn't seem bad. I may have just missed out on it. In Bloom, I want to kind of keep my powder dry on that one. I may do a standalone review for that one too. We were just talking about those covers I picked up for In Bloom, which is pretty cool actually. It's these these, it deals with the we talked about it. I think it was a penultimate book a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about how much of the human body is actually plant based, or this is not ours, not our physiology, or however that goes. Long story short, too late.
Hey, what up, Space Case? Good to see you, homie.
Space Case already been here? They just getting here? I thought they were already here.
He just got here. Yeah.
Really? Oh, well. Hello, Space Case. Oh, yeah, it literally says late right there. Yeah. Yeah. Late. I'm late. As Frau Frabacina would always say. Oh, that punishment character. Oh, yeah, that punishment character is really going to catch on. I think so. Some people like him. Some people like that song.
John Bernthal is back. The Daredevil trailer dropped. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
Did you see that trailer yet?
I have not seen the Punisher trailer.
No, it's Daredevil, Born Again.
Oh, really? He's in. Oh, the Punisher is in the Daredevil trailer. When did this drop?
Today, I think.
Oh shit! Today, I don't see nothing on Wednesday, man. I've been in the streets, in these mean streets. I didn't see nothing. That's that thing I saw was a Superman trailer where everybody, it brought everyone to tears. Yeah, the Superman trailer was something. All right, where were we actually? Oh yeah, I gotta tell you, this was one of those weeks where I did get a visit from our old friend. You know the friend I'm talking about. Yeah, man. It was just one of those weeks, and there was a whole lot, you know it, man. There's not a lot to choose from, and you can tell by it. Even here, I'm just like, okay, well, this is all right, and this is okay. There's some good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like nothing that blew me away. And the Hexiles, the first issue of that, I think that's Cullen and Bunn thing. I may have talked about that before. It was okay. People meet up at the funeral, and like that they've inherited some stuff. Spectrum number 2. Okay, I did like Spectrum number 1. It's been a minute between number 1 and number 2, so it got delayed. So that's good. That's good because I didn't miss it. So that's just at my rate. I prefer to get books actually like several months apart. I have plenty of time to catch up on them. I don't know about you, but I certainly do. All right, coming on down the list. 7 Years in Darkness, number 2. Thanks to Willie Survive, who sent me a copy of that. Shout out, Willie. I did like that first issue of that book. It was very good. Haven't been able to catch up on any more of that. Synapse number 2. This one is gosh, we're not doing anything else. Why don't we just take a look at Synapse number 2 and see what that's about? I mean, All right. UFOs firmly on Synapse radar. Time is starting to run out to rebuild their ancient robot. Roke sends driver 7 to China to retrieve important cargo that's vital to these efforts. Meanwhile, back stateside, Shiloh's training gives them a dose of history along with more visions of driver 1 that leaves Shiloh with more questions than answers. Oh yeah, I remember what this is about now. This is about building this robot that's supposed to be like going to save the world or something, and this they think that's their destiny and all this jazz, and they got some really cool artwork on the inside as well. So yeah, it's kind of a fun read with Chris Moses and Andrea Gianni. So there you go. Sign up. Number 2 will be out next week.
Space Case.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry, Space Case. I don't know why Comic Journey never sent that, man. Here, I got you, Space Case. I got you, homie. Hold on here.
This is weird. I think
I didn't actually know you had a channel, so I am subbed as well.
Wait, what's going on here? Is there a separate show going on here? It wasn't where.
I'm just reading the chat. Space Case talking about he's at 297 subs, working on hitting 300, and he's gonna do a giveaway that he will actually ship, and that's a shot because on my 1K giveaway, Comic Journey did a giveaway and Space Case won, but apparently Comic Journey never sent it, so I don't know what's going on with him.
Wait, what? Comic Journey shorted you on something here? What's the story?
So I had my 1K, I had my 1,000 subs giveaway, and I had a bunch of giveaways, and then some other people came on and they did giveaways, and Comic Journey was one of them, and Space Case won his giveaway. Apparently CJ never sent it, so I don't know what's going on with that.
I see, and that's what he's saying here. Okay, gotcha. Wow. No worries. Yeah, I will too.
We got Space Case to 299. We need one more, guys. Click that link. Let's get him to 300.
Was Cyclotron? I've never received any giveaway I won or anything I bought off YouTube, so I stopped all that nonsense. If you win something here, I promise you it will get shipped to you, and it will get shipped safely, and it will get shipped promptly.
And Sicko, if you buy that Gleason stuff, I promise you will get it. No question about it.
Or anything from the Alternative City shop will be shipped promptly and definitely safely. So
don't forget about that Alternative City shop, guys. Go get you a Bunny Assassin shirt. You will not regret it. I promise.
You will not regret it. It will never wear out, at least not for a very long time. And you will look very spiffy in it. All right.
I look excellent in it. It's facts, big facts.
Let me tell you something, man. You look marvelous. You look marvelous. It's better to look marvelous than to feel marvelous. And you look both.
And congratulations to Space Case on hitting 300 subs.
The lovely Janet brings you some hot tea, some coffee. Yes, congratulations. Congratulations. Surprise tea. Tastes like something very appley. But, maybe she'll let me know what kind of tea that is in the chat. All right, so it's coming to that magic time. It's not how magic is going to be, but even with a slim Pickens appearance, I was able to like somehow glean a penultimate book out of all this. And here we go. So let's get ready. Yes, we're all here for. It's what brings people into the crowd and crowd into the people and blah, 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 blah. This is what we're here for, the penultimate book, folks. And this week, despite Slim Pickens showing up and crashing into the ground, this week, this penultimate. I shouldn't have had that edible before showtime. I think it's just now kicking in. All right, the penultimate book is from actually from Floating World Comics. And it is a very cool book, actually. There is no trailer for it because it is, talk about indie. This book is super duper indie, which is a good thing. And that book is called is called Robot Todd. And I love this creator. I sub to his YouTube channel. He has these his YouTube channel where he does like 10-minute videos of him drawing in his studio and all that stuff. It's super cool. So here's a trailer of him working on Robot Todd.
Hi, this is Farrell. Welcome to Robot Todd, the fully watercolored, psychedelic, post-apocalyptic comic book starring Todd. This is the thumbnail. My name's Farrell, by the way. This is the thumbnail for page 8. I did a little extra drawing on this thumbnail page just because I guess I felt like it. I don't know. This is page 8 pencils. They're a little more than rough pencils. They're pretty much like the finished pencils before I ink them. And this is the thumbnail page for page 9, and that's the kind of sort of loose pencils for page 9. And here I am going to town on the lettering with the Faber-Castell Pitt pen. I think I've just been using size S. Sometimes I use size F if, I want like a kind of a bolder lettering. Well, these pens are archival. Once they dry pretty quick, and you can just watercolor right on top of them. They don't get all smudgy and weird. So here you can see it has this kind of spot colored. Some people, when they do watercolor work, I don't know if there's like a right way or a wrong way or whatever. I'm not, I'm sure there's a lot of right ways to do it. And I know there's a lot of wrong ways to do it, but hop. This is something my partner did. She's been doing these pinups. So Franz is her name. She's on Instagram, Baloney Feathers. But I wanted to include this one because it was so astounding. Like the first two she did are amazing as well. But this one, like, she really knocked it out of the ballpark with this, and I just wanted y'all to see it. So that's going to be in issue 3. These pages here are in issue 4. So she hasn't done the pinup for issue 4 yet. This is looking really close to being done a bunch of times, so I can scan in that separately and then go ahead and fix it. So here's the finished page, and if it looks a little cloudy and light to you, it's because it's CMYK, and this is an RGB JPEG. So the RGB looks way better on the web, and CMYK is for print, so that's why that looks a little wonky on the web. So those are all my books. You can get them at So Fertile Books, most of them. And I also have a Patreon if you want $2 a month, and you can read all these Robot Todd pages. You can see the whole series, plus a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff and more art that you might not see here. All right, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you soon.
There it is, Robot Todd, #1. He's working on later issues like 4 and 5 already. So Farrell Dalrymple, you guys, some of you guys are already familiar with him. So yeah, is he a Portland guy? Is he a local, Damien? I'm not sure, but I've heard his name before and seen some of his work. It's very cool, very cool. So this is your penultimate book. We'll say we don't get indie.
Super indie looking, and I love the style of the art. It looks really cool.
Oh yeah, it looks very cool, and you see his art work area. That's a working artist right there. That's a guy that's like, yeah. So he's got ink everywhere and all this jazz, man. Like, okay, this man's working. He's like, okay, I got stuff open here and there. He might be Canadian. I don't know. Could be. He could be. He's cool enough to be Canadian. So we'll see. All right, so that is your penultimate book for this week. You're welcome.
Speaking of an artist working, we're going to get any more stuff from Lorenzo on Instagram. That stuff seemed to have stopped.
It did. It's there's a lot going on with that, and it's not just a time thing, which is very much a part of it. but it's also like you getting your head thing. It's just like I gotta go move some boxes. Let me go some boxes move. Like hey, move the boxes. It's a very simple thing. It's like, but to be creative, and put yourself in that headspace, and then you're always doubting yourself and all this shit, and it's like, oh man, it's a vicious cycle. It's kind of like a downward thing. It's like so it's kind of get myself out of that. What should I do next? Should I do complicated hair next? But I didn't finish, down south. But I didn't finish Inch of Bunny Assassin. What should I do next? What I want to do next. So I'm thinking whatever I do next, will I be happy with it? Would anybody care? You just get all this like this stuff in your head. So, but I think I'm just going to put something up, and it's going to be like out of the blue, and I'm not going to say anything about it because if I say something, I won't do it. And then I got to put pressure on myself to do it. So I'm just going to like put some shit up, and I'm just going to go with that and see and just keep putting shit up and see whatever that shit is. I'm just going to go whatever that is. So long story short, to say nothing, way too late. But yeah, that's your answer. That's your answer.
Good enough answer for me. I get it. I'm in the same boat in terms of trying to create YouTube content. It's just like, will I like it? Will it suck? I'm in the same boat, so I get it 100%. Space Case asks, how many 1A something is killing the children's do we have? The answer for me is 0. And I think the answer for me, it might always be 0 because that book is not coming down.
It is not.
So I don't know that I'll ever own it, honestly, because I can't justify spending $300, $600 on a book. It's just, that's not the way my bank account is set up.
I think I was lucky to get that 1B
Which
Jenny
is great. Yeah.
Graded for like a 9.8 for like, I think it was around 150. I saw that.
Steal.
I said, oh, I'll take that shit.
I would pay that. I would pay that in a heartbeat. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, luckily I had it at the time and it was available. If I didn't have it, it was gone. If you have it, act on it. I've never seen the 1A at a decent price. Yeah.
And we got Space K or not Space K. I'm sorry. We got Sycotron asking if he can final order cut off this book. No, final order cutoff was actually November 4th. For this book. This book is coming out next week. So you might be able to pre-order it, but you definitely can't get the final order cutoff discount. We're well past that. And we got Mojo 88 in there.
Hey Mojo.
What up, Mojo?
Hey.
See you. An 80s guy, believe you me, I'm trying. I had a couple of lottery parlays in tonight. They both lost, unfortunately. But I'm trying, brother. Believe you me. But we got UFC this weekend. We got another shot at it. So, yeah, that is a great point, 80s guy. If I get lucky on a parlay, then we're going to have a different story.
That'll be a different story right there. That's, man, I wish you luck. I wish you the best. All right, so as we ease on down the road to the last and final and book of the night. What else we got here? Went past Cena already. Went to this Robot Todd. Trample. Has this Trample ever come out? I've been talking about that book for a long time. It doesn't come out yet. More Mark Spears, second printing of the beheaded issue.
Which maybe you should order 10 copies. I don't know.
Wouldn't probably wouldn't lose money on it. That's for sure. Cat Basis. Oh, that's an interesting name. The Little Stooges. Oh, thank God. American mythology.
I'm interested in that. I love the Three Stooges.
Do you? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you? How can you not love the Three Stooges? How do you think about it? Yeah. That might be.
They used to be, when I was a kid, Saturday nights, if you stayed up late enough, they'd do a marathon of Three Stooges, and I would just sit and watch it all night long. And love it. Great stuff.
I don't know how long it's going to be on there, but right now you can watch those on Tubi. They change ownership from time to time, so they'll put behind a paywall pretty soon. But Tubi is free, and you can watch all the Stooges from beginning to end, all the good ones. From the Curlys to the Shimps, all the way up to Curly Joe, or to Joe at least, not to Curly Joe. Curly Joe was like, ugh. Okay, but Joe wasn't as good either.
I mean, Curly was all right. Come on,
Curly. I mean, Curly Joe. Yeah. Curly was the best.
Curly Joe. Yeah. I like Shemp too. I like the replacements for Curly. They were cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, nobody could truly replace Curly.
Nobody could. He was the youngest of the brothers. That's just weird. He was the first one to pass.
But he was a partier.
He was a partier. You got that right. Yes. He was able to show up and do his magic, even though he was probably a little bit tipsy. So that's the Stitches number 2. I talked about the Stitches before, which brings me.
Damien's hype for the Steve Englehart issue of Comic Creator you just passed. So shout out to that one.
Oh, is that right? Oh yeah, I look at that cover like, oh, what is that? You know, it's like a fanzine. It's a 10.99 fanzine or something like that. Yeah, very cool. Very cool cover. And also, of course, Ever Present Mark Spears number 2, second printing, Bird City. You know, that looks dope right there. They'll probably be hard to get. Like $20.
Plus, it looks like it's an exclusive variant. So
it is.
Yeah, $20.
It's probably gonna be worth a lot more even.
There's a good chance, especially with them knockers.
Knockers always drive the price up.
Sex sales.
And speaking of the Stitches, as no one was, Papa Duke is the last book of the night. Papa Duke, Papa Duke, Papa Duke. Papa Duke take no mess. All right, Papa Duke is the feared ruler of Bloodworld and the psychopathic leader of the Knight of the Cadillac Gangs. Assisted by his fiendish disciple, Ives, Papa Duke positions the beautiful Mother Vega as the ultimate goddess queen of his domain. But first, Papa Duke and Ives must destroy everything Mother Vega cares about, including her lover, Cassandra. How you like that, Mother Vega? It's a real mother for you. All right, so, you know, I had pre-ordered this book. I had nobody but to blame myself.
Blame yourself.
Blame yourself.
Oh, and, you know, it may be good. I did not, I hate to keep talking about it, but I did not care for the Stitches. I thought they had great covers. The cover artists, even this one, this is who's this cover artist here? Naomi Griffin. They have some great covers like this one. I think this is the one, this is Todd Skull. Todd Skull did one for the, you know, for the Stitches too. So they're doing this thing where they, you know, they get the dope ass cover artist and a person that's doing the interiors not quite as dope. This one is like a flip cover. They don't have I guess it's like this cover here and another cover on the same comic, and I bought it from T-Fall, and it was before I read the Stitches. I was just like, maybe I should have waited, but maybe this will be better. I mean, it's from the same creative team. I think at least from the same production company, which is Execution Posse Holdings. So, you know, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it's good, or at least decent, or something. And Todd Skull's done another cover here. I think this might be part of the flip cover. But anyway, that's what I got. That's what's happening. Yeah, man. Oh God, Kill Town. You know, Thomas was compared to. Oh, you think Kill Town was bad? Read the Stitches. Kill Town was actually a little bit better, and it had another dope cover. You know, so I think they got that. They got that formula. You know, that formula. They get that. You know, we hire all these dope cover artists, and you know, it's just kind of like, you know, I had the Cadillacs. Okay. I haven't checked that one out because they all talk about, like, we all know what these stories are. I guess like they have canon and that kind of thing, but I'm just not familiar with the work. So there is that. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you for watching on the replay. Man, what do you got going on next week, son?
Same thing as always, Monday nights with JP's Budget Collecting, where we do the top books, the hot list books. We probably poop on most of them. Tuesday nights back on my channel for FOC and Chill, where we may or may not talk about comic books. And then, of course, back here on Wednesday nights for another new comic book day.
Yay! That's what I'm talking about. And back for another new comic book day, which is what, man, I know what I live for. I mean, I love these little meetups we have with our friends, and we talk about this stuff and the world and comics, and mostly comics. But this is really a fun thing to do. I mean, and as long as, you know, God gives me breath.
Inshallah.
Yeah,
Or inshallah. I'm not sure how to say it. But
yeah. Yes, exactly.
And so, as we enter our 4th year Looking forward to that. So this is we've been doing it for 3 years. How long have you been doing it though?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Just YouTube and stuff like that?
No, this is the new Comic Book Day show.
Oh shit. Not long before you I think you were one of the first. I don't know.
You were doing it I was watching you do it for a while.
Was it? Okay, maybe I was only doing the reviews at first. I was probably just doing that as some incarnation of the reviews. And I started doing I started just showing like stuff I bought, new Comic Book Day. And that's probably when you started watching. Yeah, but I was just like,
You're doing it for at least a year. I think I want to say 2 years before I joined them.
It might have been 2. I mean, I've been not to a really regular schedule at that point, But once you jumped on, we started, okay, well, let's do this every week. Like, okay, that's when the ball really began, So
good times. Great decision bringing me on. What can I say?
Some may have advised me against it, but I just said, nope, I'm bringing this guy on.
Great decision.
Great decision. I never regret it. So,
and we are glad you found us, Space Case. Super pumped that you got to 300 tonight, guys. If you haven't plugged into Space Case, definitely check him out. And hey, we got a giveaway coming for him when the 300 subs, and I understand he's actually going to send it. So plug in, guys.
Who's that meant for? Okay.
And TN, where's that? I'm assuming TN talking about JP's Budget Collecting on Monday nights. So yeah, JP's Budget Collecting, great channel. It's actually, for me, it's in terms of value, it's the most valuable channel in terms of just giving you perspective on this thing that we love to do in terms of comic book specking. So
yeah, I love JP's shows. I've watched the Saturday one he does just recorded, and the ones that you got, he's doing a Monday one too with Marcus. Oh man, I'm so there.
Yeah, and then of course he has the 6-month look back, which is my favorite that he does, where he looks back, he looks at the books that were on the top 10, the top lists 6 months ago, and he reviews, did they go up, did they go down, did they stay the same? And as you may know, they usually go down, and that's a show that I shop off. I'm like, oh yeah, this book, it's time to buy, so it's a great show to shop for books that you might have wanted when it was on the top 10 list.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's the first show. I think I showed a clip from it from in last year's anniversary show. You can see a clip of it right there. But if you can go to if you go way back in the archives,
3 years ago,
to February 2nd, was it 3 years ago? Yeah, so that'd be what, 2022. Okay, I can count one of these days. Yeah, you can go back and find it there, but you can.
Math is for losers.
I know, man. Ooh, math down. All right, sub up the Space Case. There you go. Upstairs, right? Oops, there's the wrong one. This is first. Oh, she's got it already in there. Look at lightning fingers, man. You guys,
the lovely Miss Janet's got her back. I told you we're gonna be all right. She's here. I told you guys.
Here. She is totally here. Thank you, honey. All right, so there's links down in the chat, links down below. Thanks to everyone who stopped by, and as I said before, if God willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be doing it again next week. So until then, peace and love. Love you guys. Out of here.
Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.